Hi, and welcome to the 8th episode of Drew and HW.
Yo.
We have a lot of important things to discuss today. One day, I was going to the farmer's market. Have you ever gone to the farmer's market?
Well, I mean, I've gone a few times with y'all. It's always kind of on my list of, things I like to do. It always slips my mind, and then, when I do remember, it ain't on the day I'm trying to go. So, to answer your question...
As I was picking out my produce, I got to a stand that had different pastries. Now, at first glance, these pastries seemed homemade. The lady was friendly enough. She had a little apron.
Yeah.
She
seemed legit,
had branding and stuff, little cards, business cards and everything.
Little emblems.
Yeah, it seemed legitimate.
A whole little aesthetic.
It's not a place where you're really thinking to be looking over your shoulder or sniffing out scams, I would say.
Man, they really did have some good produce out there, bro. You remember them broccolis, bro?
Certainly.
Big old broccolis, bro. I like buku butter on my broccolis better.
But some of the pastries kind of started to seem a little familiar to me, the cinnamon rolls had a kind of familiar smell. And, the olfactory sense is sort of
talking about,
the most...
smelling?
Yep.
If I even get a whiff of some velvet drapery, bro, it just brings me right back to Charlie's bar.
I don't know about
where we used to drink the martini.
I don't know about that.
And them little marmalade margaritas.
It can jog memories pretty quickly, and it brought me back somewhere I've been, not
that gut feeling.
Super frequently, but
they call it
familiar enough.
Deja.
Certainly. And I started to recognize other pastries and other baked goods. They had these
She was a personable lady, though. I gotta give her that.
They had cronuts.
She had a certain little...
And you guys like cronuts?
Charisma.
I can take a leap, cronuts.
Kind of charming.
But anyway, I started to suspect something was awry.
You started to sniff it out, bro.
And?
You come off as naive, but you a little cunning.
I started to notice that some of them had, unnaturally square edges.
Yeah.
Some of the pastries, and
saw that.
Suddenly it dawned on me. I think these are repackaged Costco items.
Oh.
I'm not one to pick up
some nerve.
a lot of baked goods at Costco. I kind of go there, like most people, for the bulk.
Chlorinated.
Staples. Sure, like meats.
Little processed.
Whatever. The eggs are a decent deal. The milk's all right,
No. Let's not turn this into
we're not going to turn this into that. No.
Into some kind of little circle jerk for Costco. But there's enough fans of that heartless multinational corporation.
No, I'm not a high conflict person, right? I didn't really go there looking to start anything with anybody. I went there with I don't know, $24.
No shit.
I was gonna drop maybe 18 on groceries and
ooh, look at you.
5 or 6 on a little snack for old Drew.
Oh, I see. You got money for all that. But when it comes time to go rollerblading, suddenly you ain't got a couple dollars, alright? Every time.
Not bad.
Every time HW tries to propose a little rollerblade, and suddenly them little $5 shrivels up, huh?
You were in Missouri.
That don't matter, bro.
So.
Yeah, you always be blaming Missouri on my problems, but in reality, it's just your lack of, I feel like you just lack a true desire to rollerblade down at the little rink there, on Airline.
Anyway, it wouldn't have bothered me so much if, honestly, it weren't trying to pass itself off.
You concerned?
It's so legitimate. Little business cards.
About your ankles.
Contact me for catering. I mean, the nerve.
Ankle health is...
But, I left good enough alone.
Ankle health is suddenly your number one concern on, a Tuesday when...
But, I left well enough alone. And
when they happen to have a special down there, it's $5 an hour, you could be rollerblading, and suddenly you got ankle issues.
I decided not to, stir the pot, really. I went... Once it dawned on me, I may have made a little face. I'm not trying to be passively aggressive.
Yeah, you probably
against
you
the
probably made
phony
a little
pastry chef, but
little grimace.
I probably was like,
little
You know when you realize something a little disappointing, but it's
you're like,
it's not gonna ruin your day. You just kind of
it ain't tragic, but you get a little heartache, bro. It presents a little challenge.
When you realize something that's not the hugest deal, but it's a disappointment. It's not gonna ruin your day.
Bro, that's good. We covered it, huh?
Sure.
Why you keep reiterating?
That's true.
I feel like we already sufficiently iterated, so that's good.
Be that as it may.
It is.
I may have just made a little
Ooh.
one of those little
Huh?
Ooh. Yeah. What?
Alright, man, my heart's just not in it anymore. Went on too long.
And so, I don't know. Luckily, that was like the only dessert
You're not really
available.
big on the
I'm not a
sweets.
big dessert guy, but I mean, for this,
Nah.
it's not a farmer's market I frequent, so I was expecting a little more,
It ain't
like
the one down the
a
block.
few more items
Right.
to be consumed on premises. I mean, I guess you can always just start chewing on a broccoli floret or
Floret, I don't know. Chewing on a large raw
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna start gnawing on a carrot.
vegetable
That's
in
I
public.
feel like that's
yeah.
it's fine. Look, I'm not gonna judge anyone who
My
would.
mama told me it's rude to judge.
Yeah, who would indulge in that type of behavior? I mean, maybe we should normalize more raw vegetable eating in public.
Yeah.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
sure see
Yeah.
people unashamedly eating
Oh, bruh.
snowballs, candies.
All kinds.
Heck, in this
of
city, you can even walk down the street with a big ass beer.
Yeah, you getting your little
Whatever.
libation.
Yeah.
Just walking down the street, that's fine. But,
Right. I mean, people aren't ashamed to like.
But yeah, gnawing on like a stalk of celery, bro, you get some eyes.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people wearing like
Different little.
a suit, but still eat like a chili dog.
Yeah.
You know, from a Lucky Dog stand.
Bro, don't be smirched.
No, I mean, look, we're not gonna besmirch
Or judge. Like I said, no judgment.
a
Little,
legendary New Orleans institution if I dare exaggerate a little bit on.
from that little novel.
Tiny bit prone to hyperbole, whatever.
Yep.
But,
Yep.
ooh, I would say,
That what fruits is I?
fine, go ahead.
Yeah.
Gnaw you a little kumquat.
A little apple.
Fruits, yeah, true that.
Yeah.
No, fruits seem to be acceptable
It's just vegetables.
to eat in public.
That a little taboo.
You wouldn't really think twice if you saw somebody
like a tomato.
eating an apple,
or a cucumber.
peeling an orange, getting down.
Cauliflower.
The citrus fruits with the beard.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm not equipped with a handful of napkins or a
you
handkerchief,
really should just
or-
roll around with baby wipes.
yeah,
like,
whatever.
All the time.
To me, that's a household maneuver.
Oh.
But then again, sometimes I am equipped with those items,
You
and
should be a little less.
I'll indulge. Yeah, give me a little tangerine, mandarin,
a little
whatever.
less ashamed
Um,
of your citrus consumption.
I'm not. I don't really
Just go for it.
travel with full-on oranges. That seems like a bulky item to be bringing around. Doesn't fit in the pocket.
Dance like no one's watching.
And yeah, if you do forget like one of these produce items that you're bringing out with the intention of eating in
You
public,
need to lighten up.
and you happen to forget it's in your car, I'd rather
Chill out.
it be smaller than bigger, or is that
Loosen up.
maybe
Just stop.
maybe it's counterintuitive and
Overthinking
somehow the
everything.
thicker skin would preserve it for longer. Give me a bigger window to find
Because, like,
the lost piece of fruit.
because at the end of the day, nobody's giving too much of a thought to your public produce consumption, bro.
Oh, the farmer's market.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
I bring cash.
Yeah.
I find the vendors would probably prefer that, but you'd be
Yeah.
surprised how many are just ready to take your different.
Willing to
boom,
take your little
bing, bang,
electronic
boom,
Bing.
boom, boom, boom,
Bing.
boom, boom,
Bing.
the boom,
Bing.
boom,
Bing.
boom. All right.
What was that?
When you hit the mic stand,
Oh, man, you've ruined the perfect
I understand.
little how you doing.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about going to get a new pair of shoes later.
Nice.
I'm not somebody who buys tons of shoes. I think if I
You
got
practical.
my bases covered
Frugal.
at any given moment, I'm good. I don't need like 8 pairs of sneakers to match my outfits.
Economical.
Do like a nice
Couple two
yeah,
treat pairs.
Sure.
You ain't trying to impress nobody.
I just wait
You don't
for them to get a little worn out, and then
dress
if I see a
well.
sale, I'm in no huge rush.
Look good.
Yeah, I get
You got a goofy,
some more neutral colors. It would be cool to maybe have some louder
kind of a
things
goofy face,
I guess-
honestly.
I don't know. I don't always have the loudest clothes, so
No.
normally the black
Maybe a sports
sneaker. Or, yeah, I'll take a basketball shoe
like a
or
sports shoe.
whatever you like.
Sure.
I'll go to the little outlet store. I'll even go out
The
to
store?
Elmwood there.
Yeah.
You know, I'll hit the little.
I'm more of a online shopper, bro. You know, it's easy.
Now, how do you tell when you're picking out the shoes
The internet, bro.
if someone's tried that shoe on before? It's not that
Ain't a problem.
I really care,
Ain't a
but
problem.
um,
On the internet.
if I have the option,
Bro.
I'll take the pair that hasn't
Think ahead.
had someone else's potentially
Trench foot.
stinky fungal foot in there, right?
Carpenter's
So,
toe.
is there a way to tell? Sure, sometimes you can look for the little bends or creases like this, because there should be none of that on a brand new one.
Why don't you just ask if they got some in the back if you
Yeah.
scared?
Yeah, you can ask for, see if they have any in the back. I don't like the inconvenience. I'll take my chances with what's available there.
You ain't trying to bother to work.
Unless they're just not the size. Yeah, if there's not the
Trying to be
size
polite.
in the shoe I wanted,
You're right.
then I'm not afraid to say, hey,
Nah, you
know,
raise your hand.
sir, ma'am, would you mind looking? Whatever. And I'm in no rush. If I'm going sneaker shopping,
Sure.
it's not going to be in a rush. It's going to be a time when
At your leisure.
I know I have like 30 minutes to do this, okay?
Yeah, I
And
always respected that about you, bro.
so I'll probably say something like, oh, thanks, take
you
your
can
time.
send to other customers.
You know, that way if they run into somebody else with a question, maybe a more pressing
You're
need.
such a caring person.
I don't care if they tend to that these days.
With the internet.
With the smartphones, I mean, it's good to be aware
easier.
of the world around you. But these days,
Or just
you could keep yourself entertained fairly easy.
use it to shop.
Yeah, you could.
Then this whole story could be
why bother
abbreviated.
anybody? I stick with what's on the shelves. 9 times out of 10,
Generally, they list that online too.
They probably don't have it in the back. I like to stick to the racks where if they're on sale,
the in-store inventory.
Those type of racks, they're not going to have like other ones in the back. If it's a brand new model of shoe,
your fingers,
they might have the size you're looking for in the back.
Do the walking.
I'm not one to jump on like the brand new must-have, latest, greatest.
I can attest to that. I wouldn't put it.
Honestly, I probably get
past you to
some of the rejects at times. Maybe even what do they call it?
Used shoes.
No, it's called
restock.
No, it's something.
Factories.
Whatever, like
refurbished,
refab. No.
Recall.
Second B stock, maybe. We'll go with that.
Floor model.
And I'm not really afraid or ashamed.
Right.
Does it say something about me? I don't know. Maybe it says something about you.
Food for thought.
Next topic. This is something I just wanted to touch on, so I don't know how much time we should really spend on this.
Not much.
I opened up the newspaper today, and boom.
What?
An ad for Windows came out.
Windows.
You sure see a lot of ads for Windows. I know we live. We live in a storm-prone environment, and
you talking?
there's a lot of
like.
There seems to be a good.
You're talking like actual physical windows.
Yeah.
Little portals to the outside.
Yeah. So the ads, right?
Right.
I'm seeing a lot of window ads. We got Window World.
Right. I got Acadian.
It's really just those two.
Yeah.
Because I know HW, you are one too.
I enumerate.
Yeah.
I'm an enumerator.
You do keep us aware of our options.
Yeah.
In this case,
but this time,
it seems like a bit of a duopoly.
I could only come up with 2.
And people have different feelings about the 2.
Normally, I'll list like 3 or 4 things, but
yeah, you'd be surprised. People have strong opinions on the 2, especially anyone who's worked in the industry, obviously, or in any adjacent industry.
Right? They say like whatever makes you laugh, that's a window into your soul and shit.
It is. No, it can be a bit cliche, but it's everything.
Sure.
It affects.
Yeah.
Especially here when we can have such extreme
highs and lows.
Yeah. It affects your whole freaking life. So I think it's a perfectly appropriate icebreaker, small chat topic.
What the?
Elevator talk. You know that's gonna be brief.
I feel like you're way off in left field now, bro.
I would love to say that's true.
It is.
In my experience, results can greatly vary in that domain.
What are you even?
I would say jump in. Don't be afraid to jump in.
I'm lost.
Close your eyes. Take a dive. Take a chance. You know what I mean? You can't live your life afraid.
Completely off the rails at this point.
I know we have, but
this is nonsensical.
Live a little.
Foolishness.
You're not going to get worst case scenario.
We need some kind of convenient interruption.
Hey, stop it!
Oh, gee.
We got the permit at the Shrine.
You could give us a little heads up.
Go to the Shrine.
Frank, could you show her at least just roll the thing and then do the bop-a-doo beep.
Yeah.